Oh, like that. Woohoo! This thing is nice. Hey man, remember how I said I wouldn't let myself buy any new axes? I could only buy used axes from now on. Well, I broke that rule pretty quick. I got the, I don't know if you can see that, Hults Bruk Kalix they call it. And they call it a felling axe, which caught me a little off guard. I call it an American felling axe. Well, here it just says, oh wow. Right here it says, I don't know how much y'all can see that. Kalix felling axe, 28-inch handle, and it says 2¼ pound head. Now, on the head itself, I really like this cover. I mean, it's pretty cool. You know, leather is I don't know if this is entirely true or not, but leather is like the only or one of the only substances that will stick against itself. You know, so you can, like if you put steel on steel or wood on wood, it'll slide, you know. It won't stick like a Velcro type thing. Leather will stick to itself. That's not the best way to say it. But this is really cool. Oh yeah, no, the head says 2¼ I thought it said 2½, but so it's got a 28-inch handle and a 2¼ pound head, which for us in America, where axes reach the pinnacle of the apex of their evolution, we call that a boy's axe. Now this one is an older one that I had to redo the head on, so it's a little bit lower down. But this is the Collins boy's axe, the Forestry Service version of the boy's axe. That lighting is too bad, but y'all probably can't see it stamped in right there. Found it at a yard sale for $5. And you can see, even though I had to take that, you know, put the head down a little bit farther, this is a boy's axe. Or a camp axe. I might start calling them camp axes because boy's axe is just so insulting. You know, for a felling axe, ours a 4½ pound or a 3 pound. Sometimes they'll call the 3 pound axes work axes, but a felling axe is a full size axe. 4½ pound head, you know, up to 36-inch handle, to 32-inch handle, whichever one you want. And that's the felling axe. And for us here in God's country, a 2¼ pound head with a 28-inch handle is a boy's axe. Now I have a whole video about how a boy's axe is not a man's axe, and clearly now I am breaking that rule. I have this one, which I love. I've got another one I just bought to kind of compare to this one. Oh, and then I have a fourth one I bought because the handle was so bad I just had to have it. It was a $15 axe at Tractor Supply, and it's the worst handle I've ever seen on an axe. Speaking of handles, one of the things I've seen people say online about these Hults Bruks, this was a $99 axe, by the way, it was not cheap, is that they don't fit the handles very well to the head. And again, I don't know if you can see that little gap right there. There's another one on the bottom from the inside right there. It doesn't bother me very much. I don't think that's enough to matter at all. And then I've heard people complain about these splits in the top of the handle. Again, I don't know if y'all can see that. There might be one. Yeah, you can kind of see there. I don't know if that's a big deal or not. We're going to find out. I kind of like the handle. It doesn't have that horrific polyurethane on it that most of them do, at least most of the cheap ones. Do they say, and they give you this great little booklet. Do they say how they do the handles? Well, they tell you everything but exactly how they make the handle. fixing of the handle is done by hand with both a wood and steel wedge. Yeah, so they don't tell you what this finish is on they have on this handle. But I would imagine it's probably the linseed oil. I don't know. I like it much better than a. I guess we can take this off. I've only left this on to show it to you men. I like the handle finish much better than what you normally find on with the polyurethane handles. It's a little thicker, so if you if you look at this, I don't know how well this will show up, but you can even tell right there, it is substantially thicker than the Collins axe handle. And right now thin handles are all the rage. At least with some of the axe channels, they say it reduces fatigue because more of the blow is absorbed in the handle. I have no idea if that's true or not. In the past, I've always liked thicker handles. This little Collins axe is really growing on me, and it's just not that thinner handle is not quite as, you don't feel quite as secure. This Hults Bruk, this slightly thicker handle just feels a little more secure in your hand. I don't know about the fatigue thing. I don't know if, I bet it would, this thickness would make it a little easier to control too. Let me show you the problem with this this short handle though, and I don't know if I can demonstrate it well like this. If you're swinging an axe or a sledgehammer properly, your swing starts here. And what you do is with your weak hand, with your strong hand, with your right hand, you're almost throwing the axe or the tool backwards, and with your left hand, you're pushing it up. And you're coming around like that. And you get substantially more power. Obviously, if you're splitting wood and a sledgehammer, that makes more sense. It's more pronounced, but it's even true from an axe. Your swing starts right here at your hip. Well, with this 28-inch handle, you're not getting full extension on that arm. But with this 36-inch handle, you get a full extension, and you get this handle is just awful. You get a significantly stronger swing. Now, I recognize that there are times when, you know, that full, excuse me, that full swing is not. This is why Mariah shoots most of my videos for me. That full swing is not preferable, desirable, sometimes even possible. But it is a wonderful thing to have an option to. We are going to cut a tree here real quick, just to play. I got this little cedar tree that I've got to get cut. Not because I hate cutting cedar trees, but this one's near the apples and it's getting the cedar rust on them, and it's got to come down. So this would be a good time to do it. All right, so there's the cedar tree. There's all the stuff I got to get get it out. Here's a pine tree that fell down. Pulled up out of the ground, which is rare. So I've got to limb this up real quick, clear up around that cedar, and then drop the cedar. There you can see the apple tree with getting the cedar rust. That tall one there, that one there, that one there. There's another one over there, and there's a crab apple over here. All this has got to get cleaned out this year. All right, let's get this set up, see if I can do this so y'all can see it. This should be where that boy's axe shines. This close-in small work should be right up its alley. Oh, okay. Oh, too old for that. All right, here we go. First swings with the Kalix felling axe. Oh, like that. This thing is nice. Wow. I don't know what's up with this thing, but it thunks. Hey, those bushcraft guys are always telling me that their saws are faster than my axe. They need to get a brain. Really? Look at that. Well, I don't know how well you can see that or not. This thing is cutting with one flow stuff that I'm just not expecting it to. We might not do the whole cedar tree. It's a holy hell, Hannah. Let's we'll take off this top. I don't know why this thing is hitting so good. I don't know if the grind is at the exact right angle, but this thing just hits way heavier than you would expect it to. I'm gonna go off camera for a minute so I don't waste all y'all's time, and I'll drop this cedar real quick, and maybe I'll have some more to say. Really impressed so far though. So old. Oh God, so old. Okay, I don't have that camera situated well, but I just played with it for 10 minutes trying to get it there. I tried a little better. I don't know, we're gonna make that work. All right, I don't normally like to cut down cedars. They grow really slow and the wood is useful, but the problem is they infect those apple trees with this thing called cedar rust, and you know it's right here next to the apple trees, and it's got it bad. So this one's got to come down. Now, cedar is a soft wood, so this isn't a great test. Actually, it's a brittle wood. Normally you'd start a back cut a long time ago, but I didn't clear off the back. Excuse me. Alright, so I was cutting like a moron for the camera. I don't know why. That's about about 12 inches on the stump? Might be 10. Went pretty quick, would have gone a lot quicker if I hadn't been screwing around. I am way more impressed with this axe than I thought I would be. I don't know what would cause it to hit so hard. Much harder than its size would suggest. I don't know if the grind is just right. I don't know. But really did well. I might do a head-to-head with that Collins boys axe one day and see if I think it does any better. But right now I'm thinking this punch is way above its weight. And I'm not a fan of small axes, as you men well know. We appreciate you, man. Thank you.